I would say, I mean, it was very much, yeah, like reminiscing on like childhood and like trying to find my inner light again. So I think it was kind of me like finding my sense of self again. So yeah. The name, actually the album kind of went through a few different names. It was going to be called Kids Are Born Stars at one point. There was a lot of different options. I knew the album was going to be something about like kind of like confidence and growing up and trying to find yourself again. And also like, I feel like there's like themes on the album, you know, in like 26 of like feeling like there's like I have so much on the outside, but on the inside feeling like I'm missing something. And so that's kind of along with having the song All for Nothing on the album, because it's sort of like without having that sense of like yourself and like your inner child and everything, that like everything on the outside is kind of all for nothing. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited for the festival. It's crazy to be headlining. I mean, I hear it's gonna be really big. It's been a while since I've been to Bangkok. I think the last time I was here was like 2019. So obviously, yeah, things are different and I'm just honored to be here. Okay, so Joshua is a legend. He is sort of like my spirit animal in a person. He is one of my manager's sons. Basically, like, especially during, you know, lockdown, we would FaceTime a lot and Joshua would always like butt in. I would be like bummed out about something and he'd always be like, Ari, don't give up, like everything's okay. And yeah, we just had this bond. And so one time when we were FaceTiming, I was in the studio and we turned the microphone on and just recorded him. And we got all those pieces and put it together and it fit perfectly in the song. So Joshua is forever in the song. Definitely Hey Ari, because that song is just a super introspective song for me. I mean, a lot of the album's introspective, but there's just something special about that song. I mean, definitely All for Nothing, I'm So in Love, I think is just like such a feel-good song, and every album needs a feel-good song. And then I love Bad Trip, because Bad Trip is just like very different for me, and it was about a pretty dark experience that I had, and I'm proud of the song that it turned into, so. I feel like if I was gonna pick one favorite, it probably would be Hey Ari, because I feel like that song is talking a lot about kind of going on in my life at that time, but also has, I don't know, it's like sad but also positive at the same time to me, so it's a journey. I like that song a lot. That's a really good question. What would I tell my younger self? I would tell him to not worry about trying to be like anyone else or succumbing to that pressure of like needing to change myself. Like, okay, I'm tired of being weird and I want to just fit in somewhat. I would say, no, like, fuck that. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like fear and love are such an interesting thing, because like for me, it's like, okay, do I fear love or do I just fear how I become? Like I get kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's so easy for me to like think I'm falling in love with somebody and then to like, all of a sudden be like, oh, I'm so unsure of it, and then to get really anxious and then be avoidant and all this and that. But I think my best advice would be like the older I get and the more I'm approaching love, would be to like just try to be friends with somebody first and foremost, I think, and take things really slow, because that's how you're really gonna know like if it's like actually a vibe. I don't know, that's not easy to follow, like it's kind of hard to just be friends with somebody when you like them, but I would say that. Honestly, even though it's not even like a full-on music video, the Hey Ari video, I like it because it's just like me on the beach with the little sandcastle and it's just such a vibe and it's so chill. Yeah, I'll go with that one, yeah. Yeah, I mean, because Kids Are Born Stars was that like song like kind of for me revisiting my childhood dreams. Hannah and I, like the director, we kind of went back and forth a few times on just some ideas of like figuring out how to kind of like show that, like revisiting your younger self and kind of like inspiring each other, like learning a lesson from your younger self and also giving them a lesson as well. And so that was kind of like what the video turned into, is like being able to encourage him to have like the courage to talk to his crush or whatever, and then also from him, from the younger version of me, like me getting that kind of like childlike wonder again, so. All for Nothing, I'm So in Love is basically being at that point when you're really falling in love with somebody and you're like, okay, like there's been a lot of ups and downs so far, you know, life has been really complicated. It was like, you know, middle of pandemic as well, and being like, if this doesn't work out, then like it kind of feels like all of that excitement and also all the hard times would be all for nothing. So it's like a love song, but there's also a twinge of like I could lose all of it and everything would kind of suck. What's up, guys? I just want to say thank you so much for all your support over the years. I'm really excited to be here and I can't wait to come back. I love you, and I hope everybody is staying safe and happy and taking care of themselves, and I'll talk to you real soon. Love you.